reverse and stop the boat in under a boat length.
Oh, wow.
But in doing that, you're likely to blow that coupler there.
Okay.
Okay? The torque is so great because with electric, you've got unlimited torque at 0 RPM. So in tight situations, and you know, this is when we brought the boat back from the Virgin Islands. We were down in the BVI's on Tortola, ran over to Red Hook to Provision. And when we came into Red Hook, there was 20 knots blowing straight in to the harbour.
Oh, wow.
And the harbour master told me, "Oh, just park in this slip here." So it was straight in, bang. I'll get in, tie off, and realise the power was down at the back end of the boat, and their hook up was what I needed 120 foot of power lift. So I'm like, oh, okay, let's just take the boat out and spin it around. Well, right where we were at Red Hook, there is a bar 3 stories up, and there's, you know, and this was around sunset, so there's about 150 people up in the bar.
You always got the audience.
And I'm looking around me, and there's half a dozen Norsemen sitting there. 447s. And you know, they weren't charter boats; they were all private. You could tell from the amount of stuff on them.
And you had all the people sitting up there watching it.
And everyone's sitting up there.
They're watching.
And so I said, okay, well, we'll just take the boat out and spin it round. Well, having been driving the boat for a few days before, I knew that we had this brute power. And yeah, with that sort of wind blowing, I just backed out of the slip and pivoted the boat around. Now, all these guys started running down from the bar because they looked and they thought I was just going to get blown sideways. And you know, with them with their diesel engines and having to be up at 2,500 RPM to get torque, their reaction time is nowhere near as fast. Whereas with this, I can literally brute force the boat round in a tight situation. So I was just popped out, flipped it round, and ran it back in. While they're running down the dock thinking I'm just going to get ploughed sideways against the dock that I wouldn't be able to get around. And they're looking at the boat going,
how the hell did you do that?
How did you get that done and turn your engines off? I said, well, you know, I don't have diesels. They were never on. In tight situations for manoeuvrability. And, yeah, so... yeah, just even walking the boat sideways, fitting into tight moorings and things like this.
With 2 props.
It is so easy.
So you have
had diesels, you'd be running your diesels up at 2,500 RPM trying to do